Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be talking about mysteries from boarding schools in Nigeria. Um, I feel like there is nobody who has graduated from or who graduated from a Nigerian boarding school that does not have a story to tell. Like everybody has a story to tell. Like it's all it's everywhere. Like is it private? Okay, I feel like in the private school they don't really have those kind of problems, but majorly in government boarding schools, federal government boarding schools, they always have a problem of, oh, a spiritual thing, the other spiritual thing. It's almost everywhere. Like everybody talks about it. And I decided to bring my story as well as the stories of other people from different other boarding schools and yeah, just put it on the table and like tell you about it. It's a story time. Yeah. So if you're interested, I think you wouldn't mind to subscribe to my channel and you wouldn't mind to check my next videos and stuff because I'm gonna be having quite a lot of stories for you guys and I bet it you don't wanna miss it. Trust me, you don't wanna miss it. And so today I'm going to be talking about just just one. I'm gonna leave the rest um for the other videos I'm going to be posting. So for the first one I'm going to be talking about, it's something they call kato. I know you're gonna be like, oh, what does that mean? I personally don't even know the meaning. I spent more than like 3 years in that school, but I still do not really know where they got the name from. But they call it kato. They call it kato, and it's basically a man that appears in the room. It's a girls' only school, so he appears in the room of the students, probably at their bedside. Really, really creepy. And I was in the school for like 3 years, and I had stories all the time. But well, I said, thank God, none of that ever came to my side. You know what I mean? But it was really rampant, and yeah, really scary. So one of the girls that it happened to said, okay, she was hearing stories. Everyone was like, Kato is coming. It came the other day. It went the other day. It met this person. It appeared before this person, and blah blah blah. And she was like, it doesn't exist. Even if it does exist, it can't come to her. She cannot get affected by it. And she was all boasting and then saying it's nothing for her. You know what I mean? And I can assure you that that night when she went to bed, she said she was lying on her bed and all of a sudden she woke up and there was a man sitting on her bed. Yeah, they say it's spiritual, but she saw the man physically and she said she called for help and the senior that was whose bed was next to her bunk woke up and I guess screamed, raised alarm, and by the time everyone stood up, the person was gone. And the funny thing was that all the rooms are usually locked. There are two rooms connected to each other, and the rooms are named by letters A, B, C. So A is connected to B, has a passage connecting it to B, and C has a passage connecting it to D. And the two doors every night before you go to bed, it's compulsory you lock the door with the latch behind. And the hostels are locked by the matron from the outside. So no one can open the hostels from the inside at night. And no one can enter from the outside inside because it's literally locked by a big padlock outside. And it's not easy. It's not easy to get into the hostel first and then to get into the student room, which are locked from the inside. Do you understand what I mean? And by the time they all stood up after the senior raised alarm, there was no one in the room. There was no man in the room, but the senior saw the man. The girl saw the man, so it's like two two to two witnesses. And he left his handkerchief. He left his handkerchief beside her. Like that's so crazy. He left something to show that okay, you said I don't exist. Bro, I exist and here I am for you. And I'm gonna leave something that is gonna make you say, I know you're here, so it's not just a dream. That's what he did. And he literally left his handkerchief beside her bed, on her bed, sorry. And yeah, God. So I really partially did not believe in this story while I was in the school, but I can assure you that I never for once opened my mouth and said, you know what, it's just a myth. It doesn't really exist. I never say that. I was scared for my life that I did not have the courage to say, okay, well, it didn't exist. It doesn't exist. It can't come to me, even if it does go to anybody. Mm-mm. I didn't have the mind to do that. I guess her story scared me. It scared me a lot. And so, yeah, I might have been smiling and talking about this, but while I was in that school, I definitely didn't have the guts to smile and talk about it because I didn't want a man to pick up on my bed to be able to wake me up in the hostel in the middle of the night. It's not a funny thing. It's traumatic. And bro, they're little kids, just around the age of entering school from JS1 around the age of like 9, 8, 9, 10, depends. 9, 10, I guess. And then leaving probably 15, from the age of 15 to around the age of somewhere 20, 22, and let's say approximately 20 years graduating from SS3 in the school. So they show the kids around the age of 9 to around the age of 20, in the hostels. And I don't know who those men are. I don't know if they still attack the school to this day, but while I was there, I can assure you that it was not a funny thing. And it's one of the things you put in your prayers before you go to sleep, before you go to bed. Like, hey, no cattle beside my bed this night. Amen. Literally. And so, yeah, that's it for your story. And I'll see you in the next episode. If you're interested in seeing the next episode, I'll release next episode between you could give this story like 4 days. Yeah, I'm gonna release the next episode in like 4 days. I hope I will have the energy and mind to do it. So catch you in the next video and bye. Yeah, bye.